I've been buying firearms that, in my opinion, are extremely practical. I bought a 20 gauge and a 22 Magnum, two calibers that are, I guess, less in demand now and still available in stores. But this caught my eye. This is like not pleasant to shoot in its current condition, and in my hands, not accurate at all. There's nothing ergonomic about it. It's essentially a cinder block that shoots 9mm, being the Velocity Firearms VMAC9. It's a I guess I wouldn't say clone because it's not exactly like a reproduction. It's like a re-engineering and open bolt, very fast shooting pistol that was meant to be suppressed and initially introduced in 45 ACP and in 9. It was both were being, I guess, introduced at the same time, but 45 came first, being naturally subsonic and used in pair with the suppressor. Not hugely popular, did not see a lot of service military, to my understanding. The MAC-10 got some use for special forces and Air Force as like a pilot's like survival rifle or something like that. And that's about it. Commercial side of things, they did not sell well, which led to Military Armament Corporation or company going out of business, defunct. And then you can buy the fully automatic open bolt now for around $3,000. So you can either choose between a Toyota Camry or a used one from the 90s, or it's very reliable, or an awesome open bolt machine gun, right? What I have here, again, being in Illinois, I don't have suppressors, so this is neutered once. The idea of this is to be suppressed, and it cannot be that in this state. And outside of that, it's a closed bolt system, so the idea of having open bolt, very fast shooting, not the most accurate, but very fast shooting and less moving parts, very reliable. With this redesign, I'm not saying it's an issue or could be an issue. Being when you redesign something that's meant to be simple, adding more complex things to it as a closed bolt system. Not that that's very complex, but compared to what it was before, could release reliability issues. 9mm being in such high demand, I only put 50 rounds through it just to break it in, just to test it out. And again, not the most practical, which I'll go ahead and show it. At the moment, only one magazine. The magazines are not crazy expensive from Velocity firearms themselves, being like $25 each, which again, not, I guess, cheap, but not crazy expensive compared to other firearms where the magazines are more expensive. So I see myself buying two in the near future. They are polymer. So here it is, essentially a brick that's used 9mm. Not a big fan of the irons. So for, I guess you can see the nice welding job there on the back. It's a little dim, but it looks kind of just, like very industrial looking. And so line it up like so. And even like when I had it here, I was hitting low. Like, all right, I'll bring it up a little bit. And then here I was hitting dead on. And now, mind you, this is indoors. I started at 7, brought it to 15, and that was as far as I can take it without completely losing my grip. For the grip itself, does not lend itself to be a good shooter. You for I guess one-handing, this I'm naturally aiming like down, and this is like kind of digs into you if you have it at the wrong angle. If you have it too high, you're kind of just not getting the best grip on it. But again, a fun range toy. A little bit, I guess, for what it is, it's 1/10 of a price of what the, fully automatic, very cool one is. This be coming at $400. I know, like, it's not cheap. I was there at the local gun store, and, I caught my eye, and I wanted it. What I plan to do with it, and just for reference, here's the magazine. Polymer, not the weakest, plastic feeder lips and all that. We made a video on how that's bad, but I don't see this really breaking, and I don't really see myself using it that much or dropping it. Hopefully not to break it. But ordering 2 more of these, and outside of that, my plans for what I plan to do with it. There are a lot of accessories out there. Some of them get a bit pricey. The pistol being $400. I don't plan on putting another $400 into accessories for it. I don't see myself doing that. You could easily do that because there are endless stuff you can do. So for adapters, at the moment, as you can see, there is no rail, and for charging, that's it. And unloaded, for anyone wondering, that is it. But as you can see, there's no rail or anything to add an optic. There are adapter pieces out there, which in like, I don't know the official wording of it, but it looks like a bridge that goes over your irons. You can keep your irons and put a little red dot on top, which would be much easier to aim with than using these irons. Not to say that these are, you know, terrible, but just for myself, right? Because putting this right here a little bit high, like that, and you're dead on. But outside of that, for putting an arm brace, and again, this is not anything legal, you know, I keep it legal, but I'm saying that's not advice. I'm getting at. For putting an arm brace, I plan on just putting an SB Tactical arm brace on here. And again, it's just a little plate that screws on from the bottom, goes on the side, and then in working together with the red dot would make it a fun range toy to have. And again, this, I guess this is my opinion again, I will not make this as good as like what my AR9 is. This being not the most compact, like for this size itself is fine, but when you add the magazine, you kind of lose that side of it being very compact. If I had a folding, you know, I had the idea of having like a, not to say the SB, but you know what I mean, if I had a folding brace, because typically the look of this is to have a big ass suppressor and have like the wire brace. I don't see the wire brace being that comfortable to shoot, and it's just a range toy again. So planning on putting just an SB Tactical, little red dot, you know, and little bridge looking adapters like $40. The arm brace adapters like $40. SB Tactical I think is like $150-ish for the brace, which I can use for other firearms too. So it's not getting thrown away just for this. You know, I can put it on my AR9 and other stuff like that. If I make another AR build, I can switch them out if need be. And if I get like $100 red dot, that's like, including magazines, something like $300 in just accessories for this. I don't plan on buying that anytime soon, but that's like long-term plans for this. An end goal would be just to have a fun range toy. There are like faux suppressors, so you can have it count as like a barrel extension, right? That have the same look as the like original MAC-10, being like very fat and skinning out towards the front, and that would look very cool. Don't see myself buying that, but it would be a cool idea. That's like a $100 thing. And yeah, outside of that, a fun range toy, VMAC9. I'm not sure if they offer it in 45. Did not do a whole lot of research on this. This just came across me at my local gun store. They had it in there new, and I just had to have it, right? I saw it and it was $400, and I picked up practical stuff before, and I had the money, you know, I had everything lined up, right? And now I have a fun range toy. Took it out today. Again, not the best shooting, not the most practical. It's just a range toy. And I plan on making it more, I guess, let's say versatile with the arm brace red dot on there than what it is now. And again, 50 rounds only today, and it was reliable for that. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching.